That's case number 286 on the calendar in the matter of Foreman versus Green. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have a seat.
Don't you wish you could just strangle them both?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Is this the oldest, the youngest, middle? Where is he?
My oldest child.
And he's 15?
Yes.
Looks about 15. How old are the younger ones?
I have a 6-year-old and a 2.5-year-old.
And how old is this Mr.
Bertram
Chong?
is 15 also.
Your others?
Are 13, 7, and 4.
It's only just begun. Why don't you lovely ladies have a seat while I bring up these two young men in an attempt to interrogate them both. What's your first name?
Keelan. Bertram.
When did this happen in the park?
June 28th, 2005.
Before June 28th, did you know each other?
Yes.
Were you friends?
Yes.
How long had you been friends?
6 years.
Is that right?
Yes, since elementary.
So now who's going to tell me what happens in the park? You want to start, Keelan?
We was out in the park, just a group of us and our friends. We were sitting out there talking. I brought up something that was said. He got mad.
What did you bring up?
It was something that was said about a friend.
And he got angry?
Yes.
So what happened next?
Walked up to me, was like, stop, keep my name out your mouth. Pushed me, I pushed him back.
Push him hard?
Yeah.
And what did he do?
Pushed me back, and then I pushed him, and then...
So then you're pushing each other back and forth?
Yes.
And then what happened?
We started fighting.
Well, somebody had to throw the first blow. Who was that?
He did.
Where did he hit you?
In my chest.
And then what did you do?
I hesitated, and then he hit me in my eye, and then we started fighting.
Eventually you got hurt, right?
Yes.
How did you get hurt?
I had a swollen eye, and then my 2 teeth were pushed back.
Because he hit you in the mouth?
Yeah.
And you're wearing braces?
Yes.
And that's what the case is about, your dental bills.
Yes.
All right, Bertram, why don't you tell me your version of these events?
Well, it was June 28th, and we were all at the park playing basketball. And Keelan told another boy, Leroy, our friend, that I was starting rumors about Leroy. And Leroy came to me, like, yelling at me, asking me, was I starting rumors about him? I was like, no, who'd you hear that from? And he was like, Keelan told me that. I walked up to Keelan, and I asked Keelan, was he, like, starting rumors about me talking about Leroy? And he didn't give me an answer. So I just looked back at him and we started smiling. And then after that, me and Keelan, we just started play fighting. And then he like gave...
Play fighting?
Yeah.
Why don't you describe to me, how did that start?
He stood up and then we just started play fighting.
Don't even tell it. You're play fighting and it escalated.
And then after we started play fighting, he gave me like a big push and I came back. And then that's when I hit him. Then he hit me in my eye, hit me in my left eye. And then I hit him back and then we fell on the floor. And then he walked home, and I walked to,
So what you're saying, Bertram, is he hit you first in the eye?
No, he gave me a big push, and I hit him, then he hit me back.
Where did you hit him?
I hit him on his face, like right here.
Oh, so you threw the first blow.
Keelan pushed him.
Shh. I'm not talking about pushing. They did a lot of pushing before this whole thing happened, right?
Yes.
Did you get hurt?
Yeah, he gave me a black eye.
Did you know that?
No.
Do you have a report, a police report, a doctor's report?
No, because I just went home and then I put ice on my eye, and then it just came in, and then I still had a black eye.
Asked him. I assume you saw your son, Miss Green, on the 28th of June.
Yes.
Tell me what you discussed with him when you saw him.
Bertram came home. He told me that he and Keelan had gotten into a fight. Bertram's eye, I believe it was his right eye, was black. And I told him, I said, put ice on it. It's going to swell up in the morning. It'll be a full-fledged swollen black eye. I didn't think anything of it. These are kids. They played together on the same top corner football team. And I explained to him that he and Keelan were friends. We live in the same neighborhood. You guys go to school together. You have to find a way to get along. I didn't think that it was that big of a deal, to tell you the truth.
Okay, Miss Foreman, step up, please. Miss Foreman, I want you to assume for the moment that somewhere between these two stories, which are pretty close, somewhere in between is the truth, that they started to horse around, that the horsing around got out of hand, he got a black eye, and he got a bloody mouth, and his mouth was injured because he has braces. I want you to assume that, right?
No.
No, listen to me. I'm telling you that I want you to assume that's true.
Okay.
Do you think that that warrants a lawsuit?
For the medical damage that was done to my son,
You press charges on my son.
Listen.
Your Honor, these children have known each other for a long time. Bertram has also known that my son had been treated with braces for over 2 years.
They're right in the middle of a fight, madam. They're 15 years old. Their testosterone is flying. He's gotten hit in the face. They're fighting with each other. So what you want Bertram to do is to say, listen, I'm going to hit him, but I'm not going to hit him near his face because he wears braces at 15.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
At all.
Of course they shouldn't have been fighting at all. I'm not suggesting that they should have been fighting. All I'm saying to you is they were fighting with each other. I can't justify fighting with each other on either side. Unfortunately, your son got the worst of the bargain because he wears braces. But he had a black eye. I absolutely believe his mother when she said he had a black eye. Got a black eye from the fight. Your son just got the worst of the bargain.
Well, Your Honor, I don't think that it was just a fight. I think that Bertram intentionally did hit my son in the mouth. Like I said, he's been knowing my son. He's known my son wears braces.
Keelan, do you think that Bertram purposely hit you in the mouth because you were wearing braces?
I don't know. It's just
Tell
that
what
we
you
was
think.
fighting. So
I didn't ask you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Well, then don't do it again.
Okay.
we were fighting, so we wasn't really caring where we hit each other at.
Right. You understand that. I understand that. We just have to convince your mother of that. He didn't mean to get him in the mouth because he knew he was most vulnerable there. They're two 15-year-olds who got a little bit out of hand. That doesn't, Miss Foreman, warrant a lawsuit. And it really shouldn't require a police report, which I gather was done.
Now, my baby has a juvenile record for assault, which
Well,
the DA threw out, but it's still on his juvenile
Well,
record.
that's very unfortunate. I assume this is the first time that you had that sort of an incident.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's very unfortunate and really, Miss Foreman, totally unnecessary. This
Yeah.
was a fight.
I don't think that it was not unnecessary. I think that these children do need to be responsible for their actions.
Listen to me.
Keelan,
I'm
please,
telling
Bertram-
Miss Green, I'm not
I'm
going to deal with
sorry.
you anymore.
I'm
You can
sorry.
step out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Out!
Judge Judy continues in a moment.